Valley has approved some of the strictest tobacco regulations in the state. During Tuesday night's meeting, the City Council unanimously approved an ordinance that would raise the minimum sales age and stop the sale of flavored tobacco. Reporter Pafua Yang joins us now and has more details. Pafua?
Shannon, this ordinance is meant to help combat the vaping epidemic, but some business owners were not happy about the changes during Tuesday's meeting. They're concerned it will put them on an unlevel playing field.
But if the goal of this ordinance is for the City Council to overreach and to police behaviors of adults that use a federally legal product, an inclusion of menthol will accomplish that, and the success you will see will be the success of driving business out of this community.
The ordinance raises the minimum age to buy any tobacco product to 21. That includes e-cigarettes. It also bans flavored tobacco and prohibits the sale of tobacco at pharmacies. In addition, the minimum price will increase by $1. Council members say the regulations are in response to a public health crisis concerning teens and vaping products.
This initiative on the part of the City Council is not spurred on by any displeasure with our business community or their ability to make a living. This is a public health issue, and we are elected officials who took an oath of office to protect the public good.
According to Mayor Shep Harris, Golden Valley will become the 50th city in our state to adopt the Tobacco 21 policy. The ordinance goes into effect January 1st. Shannon?
Thank you, Pafua. Residents of Robbinsdale have expressed concern about a possible development on Lower Twin Lake. A developer would like to build an apartment complex with more than 160 units at 4600 Lake Road. There's an office building on that property now. Residents believe Lilac Drive cannot handle the traffic an apartment complex could bring.
I think putting in any additional traffic at this level is going to risk life and limb for the residents.
It's a nice community that we have there. It's not just a service road, which is basically what this would become if this place goes in with 1,000+ car trips and a bunch of people in the apartment building.
If you attract the millennials on a lake, you're attracting their friends. And more cars, and more parking, and more issues.
The council directed staff to prepare a resolution to deny the project at the November meeting. It's worth pointing out that this property is zoned for residential business, which does allow for apartment complexes up to 117 units, depending on the size of the building. A sign that Maple Grove Senior Housing is pushing to keep up with demand. Tuesday afternoon, Silver Creek on Main broke ground on the next phase of its 14-acre housing project in the heart of Maple Grove.
To be able now to expand by 75 additional apartments just meets the demand for the Maple Grove marketplace and allows us to further serve the older adults that we enjoy serving every day.
Silver Creek on Main first opened a building in 2015 to full capacity. The company hopes to open this next building in 12 months. After that, Silver Creek hopes to build a long-term care facility on their property. Transferring to a new school can be intimidating, but one way to overcome that is to get involved in multiple activities. As Delane Cleveland reports in this week's Standout Student, that is exactly what one student did at Champlin Park High School, and he's made quite the mark since arriving on campus last year.
Preparation for the real world often begins in a classroom.
L'autre côté, il y a des questions.
And if you can learn how to speak a second language, it opens up a realm of possibilities.
Matière is aussi le cours.
At least that's what Dane, Germany is hoping for.
One thing that I'm super passionate about is international relief organizations such as FEMA, the Red Cross, that kind of thing. And so what I want to do is become an international lawyer to help with like policy, that kind of stuff for those organizations.
Dane, Germany is a junior at Champlin Park who transferred at the beginning of his sophomore year. And in that short time span, he's already made quite the impact.
I am the secretary of our school student council. I'm also secretary of our school's volunteer organization, Leo Club. I am also a commissioner for our school's Link Crew, which is our freshman orientation committee.
And if that weren't enough, Dane is also the captain of Champlin Park's alpine ski team.
He's amazing because he just does whatever needs to be done.
Carrie Neeson is the student council advisor, and she had nothing but good things to say about this well-rounded student.
He has all kinds of ideas, and he can start a project from beginning to end and see it to the end successfully.
It's the sort of trait that comes from being a leader, a characteristic that fits Dane well.
I feel like it does, but then again, I also feel like leadership is a call to serve, and it's just like looking where's the need for leadership and stepping up to those roles.
So far, he's stepped into roles that have him organizing community service events and helping incoming freshmen to become acclimated to high school. Neeson says Dane's involvement with these activities should serve him well in the future.
Endless possibilities for Dane. I think he could do whatever he wants.
At Champlin Park, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Cross Community Players Theater Company is raising the bar at its annual gala. Its goal is to improve services as it celebrates 40 years next year. The gala is next week. It takes place at the former Coldwater Creek space at the shops at Arbor Lakes. The makeover of the shop's streetscape is just about finished, and if you attend the gala, you'll get a sneak peek at the new look.
The theme of the gala is raising the bar, and what that means is we are doing our very best to improve our production with better lighting, better costuming, and all that goes with a stage production.
The event is Thursday, October 24th. You can find more information on our website.
Despite having some good teams over the years, the Champlin Park girls soccer program had never had a team qualify for the state tournament. The 2019 Rebels look to change that Tuesday night. Top-ranked Champlin Park at home against Roseville in the Section 5AA final. Late first half, Rebels' Megan Carlson denied of a goal because of a great save by Raiders goalie Bella DiGiorno. No score in the match at halftime. In fact, there's no score until the final 2 minutes of regulation. Melee Mathis crosses the ball to Carlson. He scores on the rebound try here. It's the only goal of the night. Carlson's 14th goal of the year sends the Rebels to the state tournament for the first time in the program's 28th season history.
I saw Melee coming down the right side and she just crossed it over and there it was. It was kind of frustrating because usually we can get it like in their half and score goals easy, but they kind of did a good job at like keeping the line high and we got a lot of offsides, so it was kind of frustrating, but at the end I think we kind of figured it out.
The Maple Grove girls reached the state tournament the past 2 seasons. They moved from Section 5AA to 8AA this fall, and they hoped for the same outcome as they face St. Michael-Albertville in the section final. No scoring in regulation or overtime, so this match goes to a shootout. Jordan Pauly scores a big Maple Grove late in the shootout. And then goalie Sarah Cortez makes a great diving save to give the Crimson a chance to end it. And senior Lauren Bredensteiner does that, going high into the Knights' net with her shot. Maple Grove wins the shootout 4-3. They are headed back to state for a 3rd straight season.
We've worked so hard this year, and I'm so proud of my team for working hard and pulling through. We have confidence in each other, and our chemistry works us all in the end.
It feels great. I'm so happy to be going back for the 3rd year in a row, and I know we're going to do great.
The Maple Grove boys lost in the Section 8AA title game last fall. They were hoping to change that this season. They traveled to face Brainerd in the final. First half penalty kick for Brainerd, and Nick Whiteman buries it for a 1-0 Warriors lead. Second half, freshman Chris Franz serves the corner kick for Maple Grove, and Caleb Robinson heads it in to level the score at 1. Then late in the second half, Will Zaver penetrates the Brainerd defense and puts a shot on goal. Maxwell Barty chips in the rebound, and that's the game-winning goal. The Crimson go to state for the 2nd time in 3 years with a 2-1 win.
My sophomore year, we won our first game in state, ended up getting 4th, and played 2 games in the US Bank Stadium, so we're hoping to get back there this year, and it should be a lot of fun.
The Cinderella story in the area, the Hopkins boys. The Royals made the Section 6AA final as the number 6 seed after winning just 2 regular season games. They faced top seed Washburn in Minneapolis. The Millers generate some chances. Jamison Charles finds William Collins for a good scoring opportunity. Jonas Swan, though, equal to the challenge, and the game stays 0-0 through the first half. Washburn breaks through in the second half as Charles gets the ball to Darley Floorville, and he finds the back of the net. Hopkins falls to Washburn, 1-0. Millers is the final. Spots in the state girls tennis singles and doubles tournament were on the line at section competition. Two local players met for the Section 5AA singles title as Nicole Snezhko of Armstrong faced Zoe Atkins of Maple Grove. Off Snezhko's serve, it's Atkins delivering a great return down the line, sets up a forehand winner, and Atkins wins the first set 6-2. Second set, deep ground strokes by Snezhko, keeps Atkins running. Snezhko takes the point with a nice backhand volley. But it's mostly Atkins' day. She does a great job getting the ball in the corner, and then a nice touch on a drop shot coming up. After losing to Snezhko in last year's section final, Atkins wins 6-2, 6-3. Both girls will head to the state tournament next week.